What's up, reviewers? It's your man, Benny Blue, and this episode of the podcast is brought to you by rotosurance.com. Protect your fantasy team by buying fantasy sports insurance today. Go to rotosurance.com and use our promo code JBBenny20 for 20% off your order.
So last night, this is what I saw. I saw a man named Saquon Barkley play like a pro. He does not have shit breath. I saw him rip off long runs and turn rinky-dink passes into big gains to put us in scoring position. And then I also saw dozens of other men sniffing glue and stapling paper airplanes to their nuts. Those men not only have shit breath, but they have dingleberries on their tongues. That's how bad they licked the crust on the taint last night. Lucy went to my bookie, put in the promo code VGiants, and won the over 43.5 again. Oh yeah, my Kraut Mick friends, she's on fire. Lucy is the only bright spot so far this season. You fucking steroid junkies might suck on the field, but Lucy knows exactly how to play you in the book, and that's that.
Yeah. And in 5, and a 4, and a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Hello, reviewers. What's good with your pretty motherfucking asses? Yeah. We appreciate you joining us. If you're wondering why I'm yelling at you, because I'm excited because we are so goddamn close.
Right there.
To the coveted episode 100.
Right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the JB and Benny Blue Review podcast. We appreciate you joining us. However you're listening, wherever you may be listening, we love you, and we appreciate you for getting down with the Get Down. We are on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, CastBox, Spotify, iHeartRadio, banging out your baby mama's car, in somebody's headphones on the train right now. Somebody is listening to us somewhere.
Motherfuckers,
and I gotta tell you,
on a higher level, Benny. I'm telling you, I get more and more people that give me that let me know that they fucking with us because they'll say shit like, "Hey man, you was planning on whoopie-woo, you was planning." Oh, okay, that means you're listening. All right, that means you're listening. And I appreciate each and every one of you motherfuckers out there that are rocking with us, man. We love y'all. We appreciate the love, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, JB and Benny Blue for the people, all day, every day, with the people, for the people, by the people. God damn it, we the people.
Like the fucking Constitution, the new Constitution.
Right, the one that should be. You know what I'm saying? We should write the Constitution. We should. You know, as an African American and a Caucasian in this society, you know what I'm saying? We should rewrite the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? To benefit the people and not government. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, let me shout out an OG in the podcast game, a hilarious stand-up comedian. And a very, very built but very small man in stature, but he'll probably whoop your ass for those out there trying to talk shit. I watched Joe Rogan's new special last night. He's a very prolific podcaster, and he opened up his special with a joke about if you brought back Thomas Jefferson to the current era. His first thing out of his mouth was, "You guys didn't write any new shit," and I was fucking on the floor. I was like, "It's so true. Right. We haven't made one goddamn change to that shit. It's the same shit that they wrote." With a fucking quill and feather, with goddamn powdered wigs, they're out there fucking snorting that cocaina, like fucking the house slaves, doing all this wild shit that they won't even talk about in the history books, and they haven't even added any new shit. So, JB, you might be right. Maybe it's time for some motherfucking revisions on something other than some old frail ass goddamn pre-sat paper that was written when they were it took them 20 minutes to reload their goddamn musket.
Right,
what the fuck, bro?
Right. It's just crazy, man. But that's our society, man. You know, that's our society. And the reason why they won't change it is because it's tailored for, you know, the old white man. That's why, you know what I'm saying?
That's correct.
And that's
you already know.
And that's what runs our country, is the old white man. So they're like, shit, if it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it. If it ain't broke, you who, motherfucker?
Exactly. And I'm gonna say this.
We're not gonna get off political on the people, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll stay there for another episode, maybe. You know, we don't really fuck politics like that. You know.
Well, let me say this quickly. Like you said, we won't get into it because your reviewers, if you've been rocking with us, you already know how we do. I'm just gonna say this: there's been some wild shit happening, as you know, by a certain artist who has been in the quote unquote sunken place. We're not gonna get into that. All I'm gonna say is this: November 6th or 7th, whatever date that is, stop bullshitting. Like, vote.
Right,
just vote. All right? Just go vote. Go vote. Participate in the process.
And I'm going to say something else, man. I'm going to piggyback on that. Not really piggyback. I'm going to go another avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Please, black people, white people, Hispanic people, stop giving Kanye energy. Like,
yeah.
You know, Kanye is like a fucking 5-year-old child. He's going to continue to do what he needs to do to stay in your eyesight, in your psyche. He's going to do whatever it takes to stay there. All right? That's just how he's built. You know what I'm saying? He's an attention whore. Don't give Kanye energy. Like, everybody kept posting this shit like when he went to the fucking Oval Office to see fucking fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck cares? He's a grown man. Let the motherfucking man do what the motherfucking man do. Fuck him. That's my take on Kanye West. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Let him do what the fuck you want to do. People are grown. They have their own fucking minds. They believe in what they want to believe in. Hey, I tell people all the time, the example of the shit that was going on like 2 years ago with the fucking white dress, the blue dress or the white and gold dress. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was actually seeing two different dresses. You know why? Because motherfuckers see things different.
Exactly.
People like music. People like different kind of music. People see different colors. People hear shit different. I don't give a fuck about Kanye. I don't give a fuck about his bitch. Right. I don't give a fuck about his kids. Yep. I got my own goddamn family to worry about. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what he's doing. So stop giving the motherfucking energy. America, reviewers.
Exactly.
Fuck Kanye. Stop giving him energy. Hey, to be real with y'all, we lost Kanye a long time ago. It ain't just started. We lost him a long time ago.
Exactly.
All right? So
I agree with what my guy is saying 100%. And to the point of what he was talking about with the colors, reviewers, I'm not only telling you to vote, do your research and vote. Don't just blindly vote for someone because they quote unquote rock your color. Because both sides have done fucked up shit. And it's about time that we start getting more objective because you need to know where these motherfuckers are taking money. You could be voting for a dude who's quote unquote the salt of the earth. Meanwhile, some fucked up organization could be funding his entire fucking campaign. Open up your third eye, vote. Like, these people don't care about you, so you need to know who's really going to represent. So just vote. We're not going to go too deep in that rabbit hole, as Bizzleman said. And again, we appreciate you rocking with us. And again, at JB and Benny Blue for all your social media needs, and JBandBennyBlueReview.com for all past episodes, all that good shit. Man. First and foremost, we as you know, reviewers, we do record these on Saturday, so of course we got some college foosball going down. JB's to the top. Southern Miss has got North Texas today. What are we looking at the W? What's good with them Golden Eagles?
Well, you know, we throwing up the W today, man. You know what I'm saying? No, we going to North Texas. We taking over. Southern Miss to the top all day. My boys gonna represent. They're gonna do their thing, man.
There it is. And my Big Blue, the Maize and Blue, they're at a rare night game tonight at the Big House, and they are hosting them Badgers from Wisconsin. Lee Corso, get the fuck out of here, man. You really picked the Badgers. Like, you got a lot of fucking nerve, you old ass motherfucker.
The balls on
hey,
this guy.
It is what it is. College game day. Hey, Desmond was there. Shout out to him. And hey, hopefully it's a big matchup. I mean, whatever team loses, they're basically out of the running for any chance at the college football playoff. So hopefully my guys can show up for a big conference game. Harbaugh, we talked about this a few episodes ago. I played that fucking ether beat, so you already know what time it is.
Word.
I'm going to say it simply. Get it done. I want to see classic Michigan football. Punch them in the mouth. Control the line of scrimmage. How we are known to do. Just get it done. If you don't get it done, we're going to have a big fucking problem. You're at home. It's a night game. It's the college game day game. Just make it happen. That's all I'm going to say. Other big games, like JB was saying, our patented pre-production meeting. At the time of this recording, you got a possible upset alert. You got Vanderbilt hosting number 14 Florida. Got a good SEC matchup. Another possible upset alert. You got Tennessee trying to make some hay against number 21 Auburn. Coming up, you got another big SEC matchup. Georgia versus LSU, fucking man. Washington, Oregon. There's some good games. We're starting to get reviewers. We're starting to get into conference play, so there's some good fucking games happening today.
Washington, Oregon, and the Pac-12. That should be a good one.
Yep. Yes, exactly. So yeah, man, that's just a little quick dip in the toe of college football. But we got some reviewers. You already know what time it is around here. We love our foosball. Don't get us wrong, but we also love our motherfucking fights. All right, we got some boxing, we got some UFC to talk. All right, to cue that music right now, we're gonna do a little fight talk, and our guy, your guy, one of our favorite fighters to watch, Terrence Bud Crawford, is defending his WBO welterweight championship belt against Jose Benavidez Jr. Now, this is going to be interesting because it's like, it's JB's kind of saying in our patent production meeting, you got one guy who's a real deal, and then you got another guy who's undefeated, but it might be, some fraudulent stats. In a very interesting press conference where old Bud took a swing, and to Benavidez' credit, I watched it in slow motion. He did fucking bob and weave away from the punch, although, it's a press conference, so there's not going to be a lot of mustard on it. And then Benavidez went so far as to say that Crawford was nothing special. And man, I gotta tell you, I'm proud of Bud. He's starting to really develop his personality. He's starting to really develop his mic talk. Because let's be honest, reviewers, when it comes to promoting a fight, you do kind of have to be WWE with the shit. You got to make people excited. You got to make people want to watch the fight. But that's the matchup. So that's tonight. What do you think about this fight, sir? And what do you think is what is your prediction for how it's going to go down?
I mean, anytime you're fighting a Mexican fighter, like, you're going to have to fight him. You know what I'm saying? He's going to fight all day, and we already know that. We understand. But think about Bud Crawford. One, he's battle tested. I mean, he is strictly. He's been putting the fireball out, putting the fireball out. He's battle tested. Skilled fighter, probably one of the most skilled fighters that's fighting right now today. Hand speed, defense, power, toughness. He got it all. And this other cat, he got long arms, you know what I'm saying? And again, he's a Mexican fighter. Of course I'm picking Bud, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even concerned with what old boy gonna do. He's gonna stand in there, he's gonna fight. It's gonna be exciting, you know what I'm saying? Kid, I don't think the kid's a total slouch, but the competition that he's fought, not so much. You know what I'm saying? So I got Bud, you know what I'm saying, probably, you know what I'm saying, knocking him out in the 8th. If not, it'll go to this, then Bud will get a unanimous decision.
Yeah, I agree. I think Bud's gonna win by TKO late from working the body. Because I think the Benavidez kid, I don't even necessarily know that he's a true welterweight. I mean, in a way, the same can be said for Bud, but honestly, I think Bud's done it the right way. He hasn't made ridiculous jumps in weight, and I think that he's going to settle in. I don't think Bud will end up going up any farther than 146, because I think with his frame and what he can do with fighters like that, because it's even like the size difference is kind of nuts. Not that it really matters too much, but Benavidez is way taller than Bud.
Right? So,
his only real hope is if he keeps Bud outside, can work some combinations and establish the jab. I don't think he's going to do that because Bud is very crafty on defense. But I mean, Bud's a really good fighter, and I mean that kind of brings us to what we were talking about a little bit in our patent production meeting in terms of what you're seeing now with the welterweight division, because it's like really that division is like, that's where it's like, we talked about it. We alluded to it when we were talking a little bit about when we do a little bit of boxing on one of our previous episodes, where now you look at this division and you have 4 different champions. You got Keith Thurman, WBA champion, Sean Porter, WBC, Errol Spence, IBF, and then Terrence Crawford is the WBO. Now, when we did JB's new You Win It or Not segment, one of the first things I asked him, which he wasn't aware of, and it's something that's kind of changed in the game now, is that HBO boxing, after the Danny Jacobs fight, is no more. So now what's happening is you have that new app, I think it's called like DAZN, D-A-Z-N, however you say it. Then you got PBC. This fight tonight's going to be on ESPN. Right. So now I think you're starting to see some of the traditional quote-unquote barriers that prevent some of these big fights happening because everyone's got their little individual pay-per-view deals. And I think the industry is starting to see, okay, we're in the fucking streaming era now. You can't just be doing this whole pay us $95 to get HBO for 3 hours. And then like that day is dead. Like, of course it's going to be it's going to be a subscription model, but it's going to be different. Like, people watch their shit on their phones now. People watch shit on tablets. Like, finally boxing is adjusting to the time. So now that we have the landscape here, assuming that Bud gets it done, how do you want to see this shit play out, particularly with his division and that group of fighters?
Well, we got to see some unified fights. We gotta like we talked about the patent production team. We got to get a smooth 6 months of unified fights, man, to get all these, just put somebody on top. Like, there has to be one guy. You know what I'm saying? That's how boxing always has been. In every weight class, there's always one guy on top, and everybody's trying to knock that guy off. That's what makes boxing fun. That's what makes boxing great. We spoke about it in previous episodes about all these goddamn belts. Like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's four belts in one fucking weight division. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck does that work? You got a heavy, you got a welter, you got a middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one belt floating. Who's got it? Oh my God! It would make for amazing fights. It would make boxing so much more popular. Let's just be real. Like, it's like you said earlier about the whole pay-per-view thing. It took it downhill. They took it downhill drastically, right? Because motherfuckers was like, I'm not gonna pay this much money to watch fighters who I don't even fucking know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because there's so many goddamn boxers out there right now. So many boxers, like we just talked about again. So many boxers. So many belts in one damn weight class. Like, that shit is weak. That shit weak. It saturates the sport. It saturates the sport. Like, whereas the UFC, there's one belt, one class. Who's got it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There might be different classes, but it's one belt. Who's got it? Oh, he got it? I want to fight him. Right? I want that belt. I'm going to fight him and get that belt. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like... Right. It's great that they're coming back and they're bringing it back for the people to the people, because when I heard that Terrence fight was on ESPN, I'm like, okay, is it on the streaming ESPN or is it on ESPN tonight?
Right. ESPN plus download this, pay for this. It's like, what the fuck?
Right. So I think, so just because I watched, PBC, and the top ranked boxing on ESPN, I'm pretty sure it's just on ESPN, the regular channel. But I think it's great for the sport, man. If people be able to watch fight, so these guys are gonna get paid regardless, because they're fighting these venues, these arenas, and they're still gonna get like their money from streaming, and they're getting paid either way it goes. But with all these fighting deals and you got so many fights at Showtime, you got so many fights, it did keep big time fights from happening. Well, we're gonna see now if we can get some of those big time fights happen.
That's a good segue when you talk about all these damn belts, as you say, and all the different networks and all the promoters and shit, because that takes us to the UFC, where it's just one league and they got the one belt for each division. And I gotta tell you, man, like, they're really, like, it's funny because, like, some fight fans who are more like the traditional cats, they don't like the WWE effect that sometimes can spill over to boxing or UFC. But to be honest with you, that's what you need to do, because the UFC, if there's one thing that they're doing right, they're building stars, and they got it right because they took two of their stars in their prime and they got them to fight. That's Conor and Khabib. They fought last weekend. Spoiler alert for the fucking two people that haven't seen it already. Khabib won. I think that we both thought Khabib was going to win. He used his strengths in terms of wrestling. He got Conor to tap out. Conor, I don't know what it is with you, dude, but like, we saw it in that fucking whatever you want to call it fight with Floyd. That dude's got a real conditioning issue. So whoever his trainers are, they need to figure that shit out, because he gets fucking gassed.
Yeah,
and he's got to figure that shit out moving forward. If he's going to even continue to fight. I mean, let's be honest, his ass might just be a fucking personality. But I think he will end up fighting again, maybe like Tony Ferguson or whatever. So anyway, Khabib wins, and then all the shit happens afterwards. And that's when people start to bitch like, it's like wrestling, blah, blah, blah. It's like, Dude, first of all, like, you gotta understand what was happening in the goddamn press conference. Like, there was some fucked up shit being said from Conor's team to Khabib. But at the same time, Khabib's team tried to do some sucker shit and, like, try to, like, sneak one on fucking Conor after he'd just been choked out, which, by the way, that was weak as shit because they didn't even, like, connect anything. JB and I were talking about that in our padded production meeting. We saw the alternative angles and whatnot. And it looks like, I was just pulling it up, it looks like the Nevada State Athletic Commission has suspended them. Right. But it's let's be honest, it's pretend suspended, right? Yeah. Like, they got suspended for, it says, quote unquote, at least 10 days, right? Which is bullshit because, you know, they're going to build this up and they're going to have them fight again in 6 months. So, yeah, man, that's what, I mean, you know, what do you think about all that shit in terms of how the fight went down and all the shit that happened afterward?
Oh, the fight was a fight, you know what I'm saying? You know, like you said, Conor got gas in the fight, but he still toe-to-toe with the man. Conor hadn't been in the octagon in over a year. And so nobody expected Conor to win the fight, you know what I'm saying? Khabib is conditioned. He's been in that thing. He's all in, you know what I'm saying? He's a hell of a wrestler. He's strong. You know, I don't know if you saw the video of him wrestling a bear when he was 9 years old. Yes, right? Yes, people, a bear. I mean, like a real
savage life.
So it was a baby grizzly bear versus the baby man, and the baby man was getting the best of the baby grizzly bear. Look, the dude is, like you said earlier, his background is wrestling. So when he gets you on the ground and grappling, you know what I'm saying, you have to be conditioned to do that. That'll wear you out, period. So Conor got in there, he did it, you know, fearless. And one thing, I'll take my hat out to him all day, fearless. Ain't no ducking fights going on. He wanted to fight the best. He fought the best. He lost. Hey, to a man, that's how it's supposed to be. You win some, you lose some. Conor didn't make no excuses. He said, I got my ass whooped, and we'll go from here. Khabib took it personal to another level. That's bullshit. I don't care. No way. I don't give a fuck how you cut it. Everybody was like, oh, that was the best part. No, it wasn't. That shit was sad to see. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was sad to see. And it was, I'm sitting there watching them like, that's the weakest shit on earth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just whack. You endangered innocent people's lives because you're so angry about what they said about your religion and about your family. Motherfucker, words don't hurt nobody. Right. But since when they had, this goes back to middle school. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers say all they want when they put their hands on you. It's a problem. Like, don't be dumb, fam. You know what I'm saying? You just endanger innocent people's lives. And, you know what I'm saying, it just wasn't cool. It wasn't cool for the sport. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't good for it just wasn't good for the Nevada Gaming Commission. It wasn't good for nothing. It wasn't good for nothing. But for dumbass to like, oh, that's a shit. Oh, look at that. That shit whack. You know what I'm saying? That shit was whack as fuck. And Khabib, Rice didn't need to be suspended, bro. Like, you don't just jump out of the octagon and go into the crowd and start fighting. Don't give a fuck who you're trying to fight.
Exactly.
Like, that's bullshit. He needs to be suspended indefinitely. Like, Conor didn't do shit. I don't know why he's suspended. You know, I don't understand why it's suspended. Like you said, they trying to build up some kind of fake hype or like it ain't no need to fake no hype. Ain't no need to put no hype behind it. They fight again, motherfuckers gonna be sitting there watching it like they did the first time. So
right. And to your point, kind of what you're alluding to in terms of how they handled it in terms of, you know, their press conference shit and whatnot. Like Khabib went as far as to say, "Oh, I'm going to quit the UFC if you punish one of my team members." It's like, well, yeah, of course, one of your team members is going to get punished if they jump the cage and try to fucking peel off on Conor. Right. Of course, that's going to happen.
Right, not even mention that shit. These assholes jumped in the fucking octagon, and Conor's just sitting there chilling. These motherfuckers try to jump him. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, so people shouldn't get punished for that shit. Him and his whole fucking camp should be sat the fuck down. Like, real shit.
Exactly.
They should be sat the fuck down. That's inexcusable. Like, this is not motherfucking Russia or wherever the fuck you from. Kazakhstan, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the fuck the backwoods of Russia, wherever the fuck you from, this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? You have you have to uphold a certain behavior because this a certain level of professionalism because this is just that. It's professional sports. It's professional sports. Like, there's no place for it. Sorry.
And let me tell you something. This is a fight like this, a matchup like this is the ultimate case study. Regardless of all that shit happened, we already know that all is fucked up and it shouldn't have happened. Yes, it's quote unquote entertaining, but like reviewers, as JB said, his most famous fucking catchphrase, "Don't be dumb."
Don't be dumb.
Don't read too much into it because you gotta understand a lot of that shit comes from the hype. And after Conor fights recently, you saw it after he fought Floyd. You definitely saw it after this fight because he's back in the UFC, which is his traditional fighting style. People are saying, oh, Conor's overrated. Why does Conor get all these big fights? Let me tell you something, reviewers, and you can apply this to any form of life. Well, at least when you do anything that involves entertainment, I'll say. Whether you're an athlete, you're an entertainer, a musician, whatever. The reason why Conor gets these fights is because Conor has a motherfucking PhD in promoting himself.
Right.
That's why he gets these fights. Conor will make a fucking average, like not even a fight fan, want to watch his fight. He knows how to get people riled up. He got in Khabib's head. Khabib is quite possibly the greatest UFC fighter of all time. Right. And he made that dude get so pissed off that he had a fight and then he jumped out of the ring and had another fucking fight. You can't tell me that Conor doesn't know. That made the rematch. Dana White's gonna talk all this shit. Oh, it was terrible for sport. Meanwhile, Dana White's behind the scenes fucking lighting a cigar with a $100 bill. Are you kidding me right now?
Rubbing his hands like Birdman.
Ooh, rubbing his hands like Birdman. You gotta be shitting me. He's gonna make double the money on the rematch. Get the fuck out of here if you're saying, oh, we all know the shit was fucked up outside the ring. We get that. But you can't say nothing about that. That's gonna build up the rematch much bigger. They're gonna have so much fucking content to promote. Are you kidding me? So anybody who sits there and talks shit about Conor, can he fight better? Can he add more to his skill set? Can he get his cardio better? Of course he can. But in terms of the fact that if you want to watch him or not, don't fucking lie to yourself. The dude knows how. That's why you watched Floyd's ass. So many people bitched, moaned, and complained about Floyd. But at the end of the day, your motherfucking ass was at a bar or at your buddy's house and you were watching.
Right.
A lot of you were probably hoping and praying that he would lose. But guess what? The motherfucker knew how to promote a fight. And that's what you have to do to be successful in boxing or UFC. I see all these boxers complaining about, I'm not getting paid what I'm worth. You know why you're not getting paid what you're worth? Because the only thing you're good at is the fight. Right. You're not good at promoting.
You don't know how to talk, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how to, you have no fucking personality, you know what I'm saying? You just sit there with your mouth closed. Nah, fuck that, open your mouth and talk. It's not being cocky, you know what I'm saying? None of that shit. It's being a fighter. Look, this is the individual sport, man. Like, it is. It is an individual sport, so you have to make people like you. You know what I'm saying? You got to make people like you. It's not like football or basketball where you play a team sport as an individual, you know what I'm saying? You're the one that sticks out like a sore thumb, so everybody's going to like you. It's an individual sport, so you got to pump it up. You know what I'm saying? You got to make people believe what the fuck you're selling.
Exactly. I mean, nothing more to be said on that. So I'm definitely curious to see what happens moving forward.
Yep.
And shout out to Derek Lewis. Oh man, we put him on the flyer for our last episode. I kind of feel bad for him because it's a quick turnaround time, and he fucking said it in the press conference where he's like, he literally said, "I need to sit my black ass down," because he was fucking
sit my black ass down. He's big ass tired motherfucker. Hey, he's great for the sport, man. He's great for the sport. Speaking of guys that just basically just tell it like it is. Just shit talking. He's just a man talking shit. I mean, shit. It was beautiful to see, man.
Exactly. Well, hopefully he gets some time to rest because he doesn't have a lot of time because they got him fighting Daniel Cormier for the belt in December. So that's a pretty quick turnaround time. So I'm rooting for Derek Lewis. We fuck with him. He's a friend of the podcast, future guest on the podcast. I'll take it even a step further because we got to get his ass on here.
Yes, sir.
And hopefully he can win the belt because he's a fuck. You want to talk about promoting a fight and wanting to watch someone fight? I want to watch him fight. Like that shit was entertaining, if nothing else.
Yes, sir. Hey, shout out real quick to our guy, friend of the podcast, Jones is back in this thing, and he does have a fight coming up. He's back. Tension has been lifted. He's back in the octagon. And it's going down. He's our guy. We love him. Friend of the podcast. Shout out to Bones Jones, man, getting back in this thing. We know you love to do it. I pray to God none of this crap show his ugly head again about, him drinking or eating something that just it's so many things that can register in your body as a performance-enhancing drug. And I mean, I honestly don't think he was on any kind of PEDs. You look at Bones Jones, he's looked the same way for the last fucking 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't look no different. So, shout out to Bones Jones, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's a shit talker. You follow his Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Follow his Instagram. He talks shit. He's another one of those guys that's good for the UFC because he promotes himself. He handles himself in a certain way. He's an interesting guy to watch. People want to watch him fight.
Hey, Johnny Bones, all I'm going to say is no more dick pills, no more coke. You know what I'm saying? Put it down.
Pills, no more coke.
No more. You were so good. Just put it, I mean.
At least not before the fight.
Put it down. Right. You might be able to catch him at a bar in the greater Phoenix area. And if you do, just keep an eye on him. And if you see any sort of pills or powder, be like, nah, bro, we can't be fucking with it. Keep your nose clean. You're a Hall of Fame fighter, and shout out to him for getting back in the octagon, and hopefully, like JB said, staying in the motherfucking octagon. Well, viewers, guess what? You know what time it is. It's time for our patented live read. Of course, we are brought to you. You know what time it is. We are brought to you, of course, by our friends at MyBookie. All right, viewers, sure, watching football is fun, but it's more entertaining when you have some action on the game. Guys, you've heard us talking about this for a week. Some of you are still on the sideline. Whether you are an expert or a rookie, you should be betting at MyBookie.
Now, if you're the kind of guy that likes to bet a little, all right, and win a lot, like playing the numbers on roulette, you can create a big parlay, all right? Pick 3 teams to win, and if you hit all 3, you can turn 100 into 600. That's right, guys. Turn $100 into $600. There's so much to bet on. Play on baseball, hockey, primetime fights, and more. All right. But MyBookie is the one bet that we know you'll be happy with all year.
We recommend these guys because we really trust them. MyBookie has been in business for years. They've got great online reviews, and their mobile site is easy to use. If you're on the sidelines, now is the time to get in the game. MyBookie will still match your deposit dollar for dollar. Your first deposit dollar for dollar, but you got to join now because they are going to be pulling that offer. Log on to MyBookie right now and double your money. Use promo code Benny and you'll get your first deposit matched 100%. That's promo code Benny, BENNY. MyBookie, you play, you win, and you get paid.
Yeah.
That's right, our viewers. Shout out to MyBookie. Make sure you go check them out. Shout out to Roto Insurance as well. Make sure you protect your motherfucking fantasy picks. There are a lot of cats out here going down for the season. Make sure you don't get fucked over on your auction leagues, losing all that money when a cat fucking tears his ACL, sitting on a yacht, minding his own business. Pow! There goes a ligament. Oh, he's gone for the year.
Fuck.
It's a cruel game. It's a cruel game, reviewers. Make sure you fucking protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, we're rolling into week 6, but first we got to see how we did week 5 with the Savage Picks. And with a drum roll, please. Oh, Bizzle Man is at 35, 41, and 2, and yours truly is at 41, 36, and 2. God damn it. I'm pulling away, but not so fast, my friend. There's a lot of season left, but let's see how we did here with week 5. We both picked the Pats, dude. With fucking Thursday Night Football. They got a good win. They're starting to make some plays now that they got some more offensive weapons for young Tom Brady to get it in. The Bungles won. Unfortunately, JB did not get his MyBookie bet of the week with the Ravens, who lost another close. Cleveland. Goddamn Cleveland. Eking these wins out. My kitties got it done. Vegas, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Come on now. We got it done against some cheese eaters. Chiefs beat the Jags. Almost picked the Jets last week. Didn't. And we both picked the Broncos and they lost. The Steelers got it done. JB's Black Cats got it done. He correctly picked the Chargers to get it done at home. We both picked the Blades last week, the Eagles, and they fell to the Vikings. Hallelujah, Arizona!
Praise the
We
Lord.
picked it. That was my MyBookie bet of the week, and you got the W as we correctly predicted. Good Lord! They got it done. They finally got a win in the Big Bell Bottom, as JB says. Rams hung on to win in the old CenturyLink there up in Seattle, but they're a little bit banged up. Watched a fucking mediocre as fuck Texas matchup where the Texans ended up winning, and we both picked the Cowgirls for some reason. And shout out, we said it on our IG, again, at JB and Benny Blue, jbandbennyblue.com.
Yeah.
We said it, word to Drew Brees, all-time passing leader, most yards. They got it done on Monday Night Football. Salute to him, man. That dude's a good dude. And he's come back from a lot, man. Salute to him, for real. He got it done. Shit. That was week 5. But God damn it.
Oh, it's on.
Let's see what's going to happen in week 6.
Oh, it's on.
With these motherfucking savage picks. Cue the motherfucking music. Brah! Week 6.
I'm already up one in week 6.
Picks. Woo! All right. So starting right off, reviewers again, at JB and Benny Blue, we did the exclusive Thursday Night Football Savage pick only on our IG account. And, boy, I gotta tell you, this was an eye-opening week. I mean, there's a lot of shit that we already knew, but damn, son. I thought the weather was going to equalize it out a little bit. They had a little bit of a glimmer of the hope early. It was the Eagles at the Giants. And boy, when I tell you, the Giants definitely did not win. They got their ass whipped, and we saw some shit. And JB put it on our Instagram story, and I had to turn it into a post because we talked about it in the patented state of the Birdgang last week, like we do every quarter of the season, where I had to ask JB if the Cardinals were the worst team in the league. But as he said in his Instagram story, it may be the Giants.
Maybe
is that correct? Are the Giants now the worst team in the league, sir?
Maybe my ass. They are the worst team in the league. And man, let's be clear about this, guys. I didn't get a chance to put up my pick on our stories. I had things going on. I had business I was tending to, but I did pick the Eagles. Benny knows I texted that in black and white. Picked the Eagles to win over the Giants. The Giants just got a bunch of bullshit going on, starting with the offensive line. Bottom line, and it's been like that for quite a while. And it's more so their pass protection than their run block. You know, Saquon Barkley got some nice holes, and he made some hay. He got us a hell of a lot of fantasy points there, but yeah, the Giants got problems offensive line wise, obviously defensive wise. But their defense is it's kind of the same thing that was going on with us Cardinals. Is that their offense is on the field for a very minute time, and their defense is on the field long ass time, which that's a combination for disaster every time, every time it comes about. Saquon Barkley got us 28-90. All right, beautiful, great job, Saquon Barkley on our fantasy point. So yeah, worst team in the league. Bottom line, and that's that. Here we go, fantasy picks.
Yeah, that's right. And again, we are doing well. I'm glad you brought that up. Our For the People NFL.com fantasy league. I'll tell you what, man, we're riding pretty high right now. Reviewers who have joined the league, you better step your shit up. Otherwise, we're going to be interviewing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Nobody's in the DMs for this bitch.
4-1, baby. Was there 4-1? Like that, yo.
Right. Exactly. So JB said we're jumping right into it with the Week 6 Savage Picks. Starting with the now Fitzmagicless Buccaneers are going into these super fucking bipolar, hot and cold, Dirty Birds. That's the Falcons. It's the Buccaneers at the Falcons, and the line is 3 for the Falcons at home.
Well, call me crazy, but I'm going to go with the Buccaneers on this one because Jameis Winston has had a full week of practice, and he's back. And, you know, the kid, people say what the fuck they want to say about Jameis Winston off the field. First of all, he's been clean for about 2.5 years, you know what I'm saying, as far as, like, not having an incident, you know. So let's get over that, people, because I know ESPN loves to, as soon as they bring his name up, be like, yeah, this incident in 2001. Like, fuck all that, all right? 2018, kid's been doing his thing. He's a leader. Everybody in that building loves him. He's back, and with those weapons that he's got, Sean Jackson and Big Mike Evans, yeah, and let's not forget OJ Howard, that fucking tight end, that fucking monster of a tight end they got. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. I think Atlanta's just, like you said, they're bipolar. They're too hot, too cold, man. Shout out to Eno Smith, Southern Miss to the top, you know what I'm saying? Running back got drafted by the Falcons, Southern Miss. This kid is, if he gets a touchdown this game, he'll be the first rookie running back to have a touchdown in 3 consecutive games. Shout out to you, Ito, Southern to the top. But the Buccaneers are going to win this thing.
Yeah, I agree. If there's one thing that the whole Fitzmagic little run, really displayed is that, the Buccaneers really do have good talent when they can play, and there's some good play calling. Now, Jameis getting back in the swing of things. I mean, the Falcons just it's very simple. They can't stop anybody. Like they have to put up mega points. So I can put enough faith in the Buccaneers defense to make it a little bit uglier, and that may be the key to the game. So I'm going to agree. I'm going to pick the Buccaneers on the road as well to get it done. It may take a play late early to get the win, but I don't trust the Falcons. It is a must-win game at home. They are 1-4, but I think it's going to be shaky for them. So I'm picking the Buccaneers as well. Going to the AFC North matchup, it's the Steelers who are starting to get some mo. Going to the Bungles, the 4-1 Bungles that is, and the line is 1.5 for Cincy at home.
Man, these games here now, talking about can go either way and quickly. Man, I just can't go against the Steelers on this one, man. I know the Bengals. First of all, Giovanni Bernard is fucked up. I know because he fucked me last week in fantasy. So I don't know if he's actually playing. Mixon, we know he's out. Those are two vital parts of their offense, right? AJ is banged up still. And the Steelers are gaining momentum. So I'm going to have to go with the Steelers on this one, man. I just know history repeats itself with the Bengals every year. So this is about the time that they start fucking up.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, and I'm going to agree. I'm going the Steelers on the road. They're getting some good things out of James Conner, and I think they're starting to settle in. They're starting to build their trust. They know that Bell's coming back after Week 7, so I think that shit's starting to die down. And ultimately, I think where the Bungles fuck themselves over is I don't really think it's necessarily a lack of talent. I think they always seem to have weird coaching issues whenever they play the Steelers, and the Steelers have a way of getting in their heads. So I think this is the time now where you're going to start seeing it's, we're past the whole overreaction September era.
Right.
Now you're going to start seeing the teams that are actually good start to rattle off some consecutive wins. So I agree. I'm picking the Steelers on the road. Moving right along, another AFC matchup. This one's going to be interesting. It's the San Diego, Orange County, fucking Reseda, LA, goddamn Barstow Chargers going into Cleveland. It's the Chargers at the Browns, and the line, I don't know if I'd bet this, but the line is a point for Cleveland at home.
Cleveland getting respect, as they should. I'm going with Cleveland. Red zone, as they say in the Cajun cities, is that Cleveland's defense is fucking phenomenal. So these dudes are fucking wild, man. They are kicking ass. Now, let's not take nothing away from the Chargers defense. They're good. They're hot and cold. They can be a very dominant football team. They just don't. So I'm going with the Browns. The Browns are hot, as you stated in a couple of couple episodes before. The Browns didn't know how to win. They're learning how to win now, and that's not a good thing for a lot of people that go on. That a lot of AFC teams. I'm going with the Browns on this one. Browns shit rolling. Hey, the victory possum, they probably let it loose.
Yeah, the rally possum. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. A rally fucking possum, Cleveland. Hey, whatever it takes at this point. If you got fucking possums running around your fucking stadium, make sure that motherfucker doesn't have a curse on it, and do what you got to do, because you're finding ways to win. And I agree. The Browns lead the league in takeaways right now. They have a good defense. They have a sound defense. If there's one thing that they can make a team turn over the ball, it's the fucking Chargers, let me tell you. And the Chargers, they're traveling west to east, so that never really fares well typically for the West Coast teams. Also, too, I don't really trust them at the second level, and I think the Browns, if the juice can get loose, if they can get the juice loose, they can get some shit over the top for Higgins. Callaway's fast as fuck. And I like that they're finally starting to really understand how to utilize Nick Chubb, because that kid can run when you actually give him the ball.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean, Baker's being Baker. So I like the Browns in a fucking rowdy ass dog pound to get the win at home.
Oh yeah, the crowd's gonna be rocking.
Exactly. Speaking of fucking rowdy ass fan bases, and good lord, do these folks need a win? It's the Squawks versus the Raiders. No reviewers, I'm not sick. That's just how we say the Raiders, right? That's how we both say that. Oh, we have Tourette's. Reviewers, we don't take medication, as it turns out. The Squawks at the Raiders, and the line is fucking 2.5 for the Squawks on the road.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm going with the Squawks, man. I can't. You know, they're the type of team that they have a lot of internal issues, but they're gaining momentum, and their defense is playing with more confidence, as we saw against the Rams, the high-powered Rams. The Raiders just ain't got it, man. They just ain't got it. Now, I know it's the first time that Marshawn Lynch is going to see the blue and light orange, bright green, whatever the fuck colors it is, since he left.
Right.
Never played against him. This is the first time playing against him. He's going to be amped up. He's going to run the ball well, but he runs the ball well every goddamn Sunday. So I'm going Seahawks. They'll get it done against. Yeah.
He's okay, reviewers. Just relax. All right. He may. There's a lot of things that JB and I need, but god damn it, that's how we say the Raiders. Get over it. And guess what? We're gonna keep saying the Raiders because guess what? Just like the way it sounds when we say it, the Raiders can't get the engine started. You know what I mean? They can't do it. The engine ain't gonna turn over. Marshawn's gonna have a good game. He's gonna want to show it against his former team. The Raiders are gonna fuck it up with play calling. Let's just call it what it is. They're gonna fuck it up with play calling.
Spider 2 wide banana ain't working.
Exactly.
Gruden.
John Gruden, it's gonna be a long off season of soul searching. I'm not saying you can't get the job done overall, but it's just gonna end up being a rough first year. It is what it is. The Squawks get it done on the road. I agree. Moving right along, it's the Bears versus the Fins. Bears at the Fins, and the line is 3.5 for the Bears on the road.
All right, the Bears. All right, they're 3-1. Are they played one less game?
Oh, well, it's because they had a bye week last week, I believe. It was the Bears and the Buccaneers.
Okay, that's right. Okay, here we go. So, Bears defense versus Tannehill. I'm going to Bears. Woo! As I squeeze it out, I'm going to Bears, man. You know that kid Khalil Mack. He makes a play pretty much every game to sway the outcome of the game, and he's going to do the same thing against the Dolphins, man. A stack fumble, a stack at a crucial moment. Something's going to happen, and that risky Trubisky, man, and that crazy offense that the Bears run. Yeah, I think they get it done down there in South Florida.
Hey Raiders, guess what? Khalil Mack is the best defensive player in the league, and you done fucked up.
But you know, Benny, I tell people this all the time. You know, Khalil Mack was with the Raiders for what, 3 years before he left, and the Raiders defense was still in the bottom of the barrel. So you know, Khalil Mack can be as great as he want to be, but he still wasn't doing shit on the Raiders. I mean, he put up numbers and all that shit, but he's in a better place, all right? So, it ain't like, you know, when you look at it from a GM, from a business standpoint, you're like, that's what you look at, you're like, you know what, our defense still fucking sucks, so why are we paying this dude again? All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Right. So, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, Khalil Mack's in a better place. Just you know, he's happy. I know he is. You know what I'm saying? He's with a bunch of guys that are more talented, and it's a better scheme being played. It's just, he's in a better
exactly.
Mack,
so that's really what it is. He needed to move on, and he's playing better because of it. And like you said about the Bengals, bro, the same thing applies to the Dolphins. This is now where you're going to see the real Dolphins. And the real Dolphins aren't that good, especially at the quarterback position. They are going to get beat at home. They have no home field advantage, and they're just playing a superior defense. Yes. Tannehill, be prepared to be sore Monday morning. Pause. That's all I'm going to say. Be prepared. And honestly, I'm going to take a step further. I am predicting the great Blue Dini predict a bullshit roughing the passer penalty in this game. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep. So we both picked the Bears. All right. It's the boy gang. Them Cardinals flying into the big glass house. Word to groundskeeper Willie. It is the Cardinals at the Vikings. And oh, JB, just a disrespectful line. They're saying 10 for the Vikings at home. Why do tell the reviewers why your Birdgang steals one in Minnesota?
Oh, yeah. That's just, I feel so played. Our defense, that's why. Turnovers. And let's be clear, guys. The Vikings defense ain't what it used to be. Old Vikings defense ain't what it used to be. So our offense is figuring it out. All right? We need to stop dropping balls. I was on our guy, friend of the podcast, OJ Vaughn, you know what I'm saying? On the Focus. I was on the show last week and worked with his son, man. His son sounds great on the mic. Good kid, very, very well spoken. I wouldn't expect anything less from that man. Great family right there. So look, drop balls have killed us for 2 weeks straight. Drop balls, that's what I said it. Even Larry Fitzgerald, the great one, all right? Legend Larry himself, all right? Not Larry Legend, because there's only one Larry Legend. I'm talking about Legend Larry Fitzgerald. Dropped passes in the last 2 games that hurt us. Even in the victory against San Francisco, hurt us. 2 things, 2 big-time factors. Turnover. Yeah. All right, we're going to make you like that, turn the ball over twice. All right?
Yeah.
And David Johnson gets loose. 13 gets loose. And 3 gets it there. And all our receivers are catching big balls. Cardinals come out of there with a win. Put that in your fucking lip and spit it.
All right. So of course you got the Birdgang. I think that's all going to play a part. I do think the Vikings end up sneaking a win. I mean, they need to play well. They got to stick in the hunt for the division. Yeah. Legend Larry, as JB called him, he's actually for those who don't know, he's from the Twin Cities. He's from St. Paul, so he's going to have a big game.
He's purified himself into the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Right, exactly. Shout out to rest in peace and shout out to Prince. David Johnson's going to get loose. Like you said, that is very true in terms of what's happening with their defense. Delvin Cook, you don't really know what's going to happen with him as far as a run game. I think the Vikings are going to, not to take shots at the Birdgang, but I think the Vikings are going to kind of play down to their level in a sense where they're not going to, that line is disrespectful. It's not going to be 10 points. Are the Vikings going to win? Yes, I think the Vikings are going to win, but don't be surprised if they end up getting out of the big glass house by the hair on their chinny chin.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to say the Vikings are going to win, but if the Cardinals end up stealing one, I'm not going to be shocked either. So there you go. Moving right along, AFC matchup, it's Chad Carr's Colts against our guy Pat's Jets, Jets. Oh, I'm sorry, Freudian slip there, JB. The Jets hosting the Colts, and the line is 1.5, which is suspect as fuck for the Jets at home.
1.5. They're trying to get somebody caught up. All right.
Exactly.
The Jets play well at home. They're developing a run game, whereas the Colts, they don't stop. I mean, they're not bad against the run, but they're not great against the run, and that usually means you're not good against the run. So, just so you know, people, in the NFL, if you're not good at something, you're mediocre at something, you're not very good at it. All right. So, Colts are not very good at stopping the run. Jets are running the ball very well. Yeah, they're throwing the ball well. I'm going with the Jets at home versus Colts. Sorry, Chad.
Yep.
Rocking with the Pack.
Good pick. I'm going the other way. I'm going the Colts. Andrew Luck is starting to build some mo. They're Frank Wright's a good coach, and I think he's gonna be good for them over time once they start getting some more playmakers. If they were playing a better team, I wouldn't pick them. But I mean, don't be surprised if the Colts make a run. And I think it's actually going to end up being a watchable game. But I'm going to take the Colts on the road just for the sake of just a little bit more dynamic offense. Although I think overall the Jets are a little bit more sound. And of course they got a big win last week at home. So you may be right. I could be regretting this pick, but hey, I'm going to take the Colts on the road. All right. It's technically 2 of JB's former employers.
Right.
Of course you got the Black Cats, Cat Scratch Fever, the Panthers, going into the motherfucking Hail to the Deadskins. And the point the line is a point for the Panthers on the road against the Redskins.
All right, well, here we go. The Redskins defense started the season off great. they were tremendous, actually. So they're 2-2, but they could very easily be 4-0 right now. Their offense sputters because, of course, they have your guy at quarterback, and he's a good one. He's a dink and dump guy. And Alex Smith, guys, for guys that have been under the rock for the last months, the Redskins quarterback, he's a dink and dump guy. Okay, they're having some issues with the offensive line, even though people don't talk about it. I've watched the Redskins play 3 times this year, and I'm watching what's going on. Cat scratch fever, baby. All right.
All that being said,
with all that being said, cat scratch fever, baby. So, Thomas Davis is back. All right, bottom line.
Wow.
Thomas Davis is back, which makes their defense that much stronger. All right, scary thought when it comes to Carolina. All right,
right.
Scary thought, man. So yeah, cat scratch fever all day, baby.
There it is. First of all, you got a lot of nerve saying Alex Smith is my guy, but nonetheless,
what? No, oh, okay.
I'll let it go. I like Alex Smith. You're cool, but come on now. Deadskins. You can't stop a runny nose. And I like Christian McCaffrey getting loose in this game. Can make it. I feel like this is gonna be a chippy game too, especially with what's been happening with Josh Norman basically getting punked by Michael Thomas of the Saints last week. So he's gonna be out for blood against his former team. This is gonna be a chippy game, but I definitely like the Panthers. I'm getting the win on the road. Moving right along, it's the Bills at the Texans. Another disrespectful line because don't count out the Bills necessarily. The line is 10 for the Texans at home. Who, let's be honest, I don't think either of us trust the Texans. But what say you? I know, right?
Now, guys, here we go. This is my bookie bet of the week. I'm gonna pick the Bills on the road, and the reason being is just because it's just gonna happen. I have no concrete reason why it's gonna happen, but shit is gonna fucking happen. They're going to find a way to contain Hopkins, and that's all I'm going to say. The Bills are going to find a way to contain Hopkins. He's going to have probably the worst game he's had all season, and the Bills are going to find a way to get it done. Shady's going to get loose, all right? It's going to be a shady day, especially because they're playing on turf, all right? You know, you talking about Stadium McCoy on turf? Man, that's like fucking putting a road runner out there.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, man. I'm going to take the Bills as well.
Mafia.
That's right. Shout out to DJ Paul and motherfucking Juicy J. Bills Mafia. They get it done. Deshaun Watson, I think you need a new coach. Because I think the talent is there. But for some reason, I was watching him closely last week. My man, you really gotta work on your decision making. Like and when I say decision making, I don't mean just completing a pass.
Benny, you getting right to it. Some of the hits that boy took last week. Hey, you're not gonna be a starting quarterback in the NFL very long if you continue to try to take hits like that. I don't give a damn if you are quote unquote built for it, like he said in the press conference. Built for those hits. No, you're not, son. You know who's built for those hits? Paul Barkley's built for those hits. You're not.
Exactly.
Right? You're a quarterback. Stop doing that stuff to you. Stop doing that to yourself. All right, please. You're gonna end up getting hurt, boy.
Yeah, he holds the ball, he throws the ball, and he runs like he's still at Clemson, and he's got to outgrow that shit. He has the talent to be really, really good. But I can tell, like Bill O'Brien, this is gonna be your last year as the Texas coach. Like you're gonna be the offensive coordinator at fucking Struggle University next year because you ain't gonna be coaching because he needs if the Texans want to be a contender, damn it, you have to develop fucking Deshaun Watson. He has the goods, but you gotta help him. So I think the Bills are just gonna play a more sound game, and I think they're gonna get it done on the road as well. I agree. Now, got the Rams, quite possibly the best team in the league. But they are banged up, and they're going in a mile high, and the line is 7 for the Rams on the road at the Broncos.
Well, this is going to be the game when the Rams get their first loss. Look, man, Denver is a sneaky good ball club. They got 2 dynamic young running backs. Their offensive line is playing some physical football, not so much in the pass game, but in the run. and they're committed to running the football. Now, with all that being said, they got Ophenum Keenum throwing the ball, but he's got weapons. So if they can keep Keenum standing up, which let's be completely clear about situations, about the whole shit, the bigger picture. The Rams defense has not been everything that has been advertised by far. All right, they should literally be shutting people out, like pitching shutouts. But this is the NFL; and people are too good. All right, so I'm gonna say the Rams take their first L. The Broncos barely get it done. Mile High Magic happens, and the Rams get their first loss this Sunday at 1:05 at Broncos Stadium at Mile High.
There you go.
By the way, it's going to be 27 degrees and it's going to be snowing.
Ooh, the equalizer, and you brought it in, and you took me right to it. Because really, reviewers, for me, it comes down to this game. Brandon Cooks is fucked up. Cooper Kupp is fucked up, and that's probably even bigger because Cooper Kupp is like his go-to underneath receiver. And then you got, like you said, the even though the Rams have a good defense, they don't necessarily do anything like ridiculously well. They don't have an amazing pass rush. They don't really stop the run at an amazing level. They just have playmaker. So because of that, because of the Broncos at home, as JB said, establishing the run game that helps out Case Keenum, because that's really what Case needs to be successful.
Right.
He's got to be able to establish the over the top pass in order to be good. And I agree that, and I'm going to take it so far. This is going to be my bookie bet of the week.
Ooh.
The Rams take their first L on the road, and hell, shout out to my bookie. I may even put some money on this game. How about that? Speaking of
on that hoe.
Speaking of putting some cheese down, the fucking Duval, them Jaguars are headed to the them Cowboys. Jaguars at the Cowboys. The line is 3 for the Jaguars on the road.
I totally agree. Blake Bortles was horrible last week, and he'll be not so horrible this week. That's simply put. But the Jaguars defense just got to completely shut down the Cowboys offense. Ezekiel Elliott, he's going to get his because he's their guy. So he'll touch the ball enough, you know what I'm saying, to put forth a fight. But no, I think the Jaguars get done in an ugly game. Now I don't think it's going to be a pretty game by any stretch of imagination. Jaguars get done in an ugly game.
Exactly. And if there's one quarterback who's going to play worse than Blake Bortles, it's going to be Dak Prescott. And the Jaguars are going to get it done on the road. And guess what, Jason Garrett? Believe it or not, you might be the assistant offensive coordinator at Struggle University, right alongside Bill O'Brien. Because if those motherfuckers have any sense in the world, they will they will hire a fucking intern of Sean McVay before they keep your ass, if they have any sense in the world. But you know, old Jerry Jones is pulling the reins, so you never know with that old crazy motherfucker. So the Jaguars are going to get it done on the road. Moving right along, just a few more games left in Savage Picks Week 6. Ravens, both the Raven at the fucking Titans, and the line is 2.5 for the Ravens on the road.
Oh, God. Okay. This look, don't get me wrong, reviewers. This is not two bad ball clubs. This is just two evenly matched ball clubs.
Yep.
All right? And not so much as offensively, I'd say, because the thing, what really evenly matches them is that Titans' offense is very inconsistent. Well, so is the Ravens. All right?
Mm-hmm.
But the Ravens have the X factor. They can take the ball down the field when they want to. With Smoke Brown, they can take the top off the defense. But at the same time, the Titans' defense is really good. Sometimes the Ravens' defense is very good. God damn it. Do I got to pick this game? All right. Do I really got to pick this game, man?
Oh, there it is. Brought it out.
Look, I've said it before when we were doing these picks in previous episodes. And if you don't believe me, go back and check it out. I know my homegirl Samantha is gonna be ecstatic about this. She's a reviewer, by the way. She listens faithfully. I'm gonna say that the terrible Titans get it done over, quote, the Raven, nevermore.
I agree, and basically you just predicted that this game is we might as well put these in as a tie for both of ours. Like JB says tie, Blue says tie, because that's basically what you said. And I agree. There's really no rhyme or reason for this game. The Titans are 2-0 at home. I don't know how much that means, but
Oh yeah. The Titans play very well at home. Bottom line,
yeah.
And that's another reason why
I think if it were Titans at Ravens, I'd probably pick the Ravens. Right. I agree. I'm picking the Titans at home. It's probably going to be one of those this game is going to probably come down to turnovers. Let's be honest. Whoever turns the ball over the least will win. There you go. All right. Time for our 2 primetime games. And JB, let me tell you, I'm going to be watching this game with like Michael Jackson, like the Michael Jackson meme when he's eating fucking popcorn.
Yes, sir.
It's the Chiefs at the Pats, dude. 3.5 for the Pats at home. I'm looking forward to this fucking game. Jesus Christ.
And this thing is going to be a knockdown, drag out, battle of coaches, battle of players, battle of wits, war of attritions, war of the roses. This shit is going to be fucking nasty, all right? And it's going to boil down to who coaches better, all right? You got 2 teams that don't really make a bunch of mistakes. Now, what you do have is a Chiefs defense that's not very good. Let's be clear, all right? Let's be clear. Let's keep it all the way funky, as my man Benny Blue likes to say. Let's be clear, all right? I'm giving you X factors as to why I'm picking who I'm picking. Defense is not very good, all right? But who is good is that goddamn number 12, all right? He's a fucking maniac back there. And he has weapons now, all right? He has weapons now. So, Patrick Mahomes, Showtime, as they call him, all right? I say this, the Chiefs get their first loss this week against a well-coached Patriots team. We know what Bill Belichick's going to do. Tyreek Hill, you can pretty much cancel your day. You might catch 2 balls, all right? You can pretty much cancel your day because they're going to shut you the fuck out. You ain't getting shit. Belichick's not going to let you beat them. And who else? Oh, Kelsey. I hope he does well. I got him in fantasy. But,
yeah.
Those are his 2 big weapons. Kareem Hunt, they'll live and die with you. All right? They'll live and die with Kareem Hunt. All right? They feel like they can stop the run pretty well, and they have done it over the last 2-3 weeks. Chiefs get their first loss in Gillette Stadium. All right? It's going to be a beautiful day for football, 61 degrees, partly cloudy skies. All right? It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun as hell game to watch, and I agree. The old Pat Riots get it done at home in the big shaving cream bowl. Chiefs take their first loss. Like you said, they're kind of another one of those teams where they're honestly, it's funny because like I heard, I don't know who said it, but they got it right to a T. Basically, the Chiefs are like a professional version of like a Big 12 team, where it's like it's air raid, they let it loose, but it's also fucking high scoring, fucking gunslinging, shootout games. Patriots have Julian Edelman. He's going to be exposing the zone all day long. And guess what? Oh yeah, they were writing his obituary, but I expect some big over-the-top shit from one Josh Gordon. I think he's going to get a score or 2. Now, like you said it perfectly. I mean, old number 12, he's got weapons now. And now is the time of the year where the Pats are going to start rattling off some wins, and the Chiefs are going to take their first L. I agree. We both say the Pats at home. And finally, JB, how does that Monday Night Football music go? I forgot. Monday Night Football.
Look, they got fucking Hank Williams Jr. and
Jason Derulo.
What the fuck? And some other guy, I don't even fucking, some other fucking rock and roll guy. I don't even fucking know. What the fuck is that about? All right? Shout out to Jason Derulo for getting the bag and the other cat, and Hank Williams Jr. for doing this shit for years. Right? Hey, whatever. I guess if they love it, if they like it, I love it, I guess. I don't know. That's fucking. But anyway.
All I'm going to say is, Carrie Underwood, that bitch can sing. That's all I'm gonna say.
She can get the dog too.
She can get the. I know you're married. You're a married woman, Carrie Underwood. But if you were single, trust and believe. You could get that consensual work. You know what I'm saying? How?
She can get the dog.
But that's either say focus. That's either here or there. It's the Niners at the Cheese Eaters, and the line is 9.5. for the cheese eaters at home, which I guess makes sense, but I'm not going to watch this game. This is, you want to talk about, do I really got to pick this? This is it.
Well, it's Monday night, and you can't go against Aaron Rodgers on Monday night because he's going to do what he does. It's nighttime in Lambeau Field. It's going to be a beautiful fall night at Lambeau Field, 46 degrees, clear skies. The goddamn ball will be floating through the air like just like BBs in the dark. It's going to be crazy, all right?
Exactly.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be slinging that thing all over the place, and the 49ers will be down by fucking 30 points before they know it. Yeah, it's not going to be one of the games you want to watch, people, but hey, it's Monday Night Football. What else you got to do on Monday night? Packers get it done over the 49ers, who are in dire straits.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm picking the Packers as well. If the Niners had Jimmy G, I would honestly pick them. But they don't, and they're going to get worked. Unfortunately, in my division, it's shitty because that means they're basically giving the Packers a win to keep them alive in the division, which, as we know, the Packers just have a way of doing that shit. So I picked the Packers as well. My kiddies have a bye week. The Saints have a bye week. So that's it for Savage Picks Week 6. We'll see who's right, who's wrong, who's both right, who was both wrong. And that's it. We love you. JBMainReview.com.
Hold the fuck up.
Oh, read it.
Hold the fuck up, man.
What?
All right, I got a special don't be done. All right.
Oh, I like this.
That's what don't be done. Actually, I got two of them. All right. First one goes out to a one Jimmy Butler. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. If you guys been under the rock for the last 3 or 4 days, Jimmy Butler has not been coming to camp. He wants a max contract, all right, or he wants to be traded. I think more so the trade part because he claims he doesn't want to be in. Where is he at? Milwaukee. No, he's in Minnesota.
You said that last week. It's fucking Minnesota.
No, he's in Minnesota.
Stop disrespecting those people, man.
So he's in Minnesota, right? He don't want to be there, right? Because he says that the Young Bucks are basically they stuck at. Okay, so
yep.
Or he wants to be paid. He wants that max contract, right? Well, Jimmy Butler comes to practice did before yesterday, clowning, talking shit, acting a fool, beating with everybody. You know, you're running with the 2s and 3s, going against the starting group, fucking them over. Yells out, motherfuckers need me, or whatever the fuck he said to the administration. Jimmy Butler, sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. They offered you a contract last year when your ass sucked. Jimmy Butler ain't did shit in 2 years. Let's be clear. All right? He ain't did shit in 2 fucking years. They offered you a contract, damn it, midway to the end of last year, 4-year extension worth like over 100. Right? He refused it. You're a dumbass, okay? Sit your punk ass down. I don't think you're a max contract player. All right, you're a glorified role player. Be clear, baby. All right, let's keep it all the way 100. You're a glorified role player. You've never been a star on anybody's team. It is what it is. If you want to be real about the situation, if it was me, I would trade his ass to Miami, and we're gonna see what he's gonna do. Because D-Wade's on his way out. Right? We're gonna give you to Miami. We're gonna give you Miami. Here you go. Go to Miami, do your thing. Then we'll see what you're gonna do. But sit down and shut the fuck up. All right? Just shut up. That ain't the interview. Just shut the fuck up. All right? My next don't be dumb goes to a one Odell Beckham Jr. First of all, Odell Beckham did an interview with Lil Wayne, Josina Anderson, and Lil Wayne. Why? Well, can somebody tell what the fuck that was about? Why the fuck was Lil Wayne there? Why? What was the purpose of Wheezy F Baby being at the interview? One Dwayne Carter being at the interview. Lil Wayne, you have nothing to do with sports. You are an artist. All right? One of the best rappers that we've seen in our time. Shout out to you, sir. All right? Carter 5's a decent album. But Odell Beckham Jr., sit down, shut the fuck up. All right? Sit down, shut the fuck up. All right? You're a cancer to your football team who is already bad. Already bad. So you're adding insult to injury. Like, sit down and shut the fuck up. You got all these little fucking metrosexual motherfuckers on your team that starting to act like your punk ass. Sterling Shepard on the sideline fighting the bench. Well, where do you get it from? We saw you fighting the kicking net, right? Kicking net one, by the way. And This year we see you talking shit to the fucking to the super cool fan, right? You know, you getting hyped with a super cool fan. Stop with the little girl shit on the sideline, bro. Like his whole demeanor is girly. I ain't talking about Todd Gurley neither. All right, Todd Gurley's a man. All right, we talking about Odell and his girl ass rant, bro. Like, sit your punk ass down somewhere. Go play football. Hey, bad times are gonna happen, and so as you live and die, so is the sun rising the east, sets in the west. Bad times are gonna happen in sports and on professional sports teams, on college sports teams, on high school sports teams. Don't fucking matter. Mm-hmm. But it takes a leader to put his fucking nose to the grind and continue to work. And if you got something to say, you say the shit in the comfort of your own goddamn locker room, where ain't nobody around. You say the shit around your teammates, and I'm not talking about fucking gossip girl shit. I'm talking about you guys sit down in a meeting room like we used to do back in the day, and we sat and talked it out. We had all kind of turmoil going on. I'll never forget when Steve Smith, who's one of my brothers, I love him to death, stole on one Ken Lucas on the football field, and we had to talk about that shit. We had a forum, an open forum amongst grown men in a meeting room. It got hot. It got heated. You know what I'm saying? We had to separate some people, but everything got off of everybody's chest. Everything got off everybody's chest. That was, if I'm not mistaken, that was 2007. Right? Yeah, that was 2007. But that's the way you handle shit. Right? Mm-hmm. That's the way you handle shit. If you don't think Eli's playing up his potential, or if you don't think Eli's playing well, then you go to Eli as a man. These motherfuckers grew up with each other. It was the same high school. If you don't think Eli's playing up his potential, or if there's a way that you want to get the ball down the field, or you feel like you need more balls down the field, how about you and Eli sit together in the film room and say, look, okay, they're playing this coverage. How about you go to your offensive coordinator and say, look, how about you put me in the slot sometime? How about you hone your craft and learn every fucking wide out position on that football field so they can move your stupid ass around and you can make plays.
Right. Straight up.
I'm not finna be no bitch and just keep fucking ranting so people can see the shit. Just so people are like, Odell, fuck that shit. I'm gonna go to my coach and be like, look, man, I want the ball. And I'm saying this because if I get the ball, I'm gonna make those plays, and we're gonna fucking win ball games, man. This is gonna open everything up. Saquon Barkley's a great running back. If I take the top off this thing, how much better is his run game gonna be? Right?
Oh yeah.
That's the shit that you do. You don't act like no fucking bitch. All right. So, Jimmy Butler, Odell Beckham Jr. Don't be fucking.
Man, dropping the motherfucking mic.
Drops the mic and walks off the stage.
Wow.
Staring at the crowd, though.
Exactly. You stare them motherfuckers down.
Really?
And then walk off the stage. Because reviewers, that's how we get it done. There's nothing more to be said. At JB and Benny Blue, JB and BennyBlueReview.com for all your past episodes. To listen to us, subscribe, 5-star rate us on iTunes. We're also available on Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, CastBox, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And that's it. We love you.
Oh, yeah.
Until next week, and the coveted 100th episode, keep rocking with us because we're rocking with you because we are the JB and Benny Blue Review, and we are for the people. And until next time, we out.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Peace.